Here he is, saving me.
There you go, brother.
You beauty, thank you very much.
G'day everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I'm headed out to one of my local spots to see if I can get a feed for the whanau. The problem is I have forgotten my weight belt, but fortunately Marco, one of my subscribers, is able to lend me his weight belt and I'm able to get out there and get it done.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Alright, we got one kayak set up on the beach here. We got one beautiful beach, obviously. And we are about to head out for a little mission. This is just going to be get a bit of kai for home and for the whanau as well. We're going down to the Hokianga to see the whanau tomorrow. So take a little bit of kai for them, take a little bit of kai for us, and yeah. Well, I was supposed to be launched already, but I realized I forgot my weight belt. Bit embarrassing, really. So I walked out into the water and grabbed a rock and come back to shore, and there was a couple of guys down the beach here fishing, and one of them yelled out to me, recognized me, yelled out to me, and so I walked over for a chat. We had a bit of a chat, and turns out he was on a rock here a while ago, and I stopped and I gave him a snapper. I'd got quite a few fish and I'd seen him fishing off the rocks. I stopped and gave him a snapper. Anyway, just told me that he's getting into diving a bit. We had a bit of a chat and I mentioned that I left my weight belt behind. He lives right close by, so he's like, give me 5 minutes, I'll go and get my one, you can borrow that. So I think I'm getting saved. Here he is, saving me.
There you go, brother.
You beauty, thank you very much. Oh, thank you, bro.
Too much, brother.
Thank you. Cheer, brother.
Cheer, brother.
Save.
Too much, bro.
Yes.
Finally, with the borrowed weight belt, I'm able to get off the beach and get out there. It's just a cruisy pedal up the coast to get to the first spot.
Alright, first spot. Viz is looking pretty green, so I don't have massively high hopes of anything very good, but yeah, we'll do what we can do. I am hopeful that I might find kingfish cruising around in this spot, but we'll see.
So once I got in the water, I got straight to work looking around to see what I could see, and this spot is fantastic for snooping for snapper, so that's what I started doing. It has lots of great ledges that you can sneak over, and I'm trying to catch a snapper sleeping here. So I just come up to the ledge here and peer over. And there's no one home in this case, but I do notice there is a bunch of really nice kinner at the base of the ledge. So we go back up, have a breathe up, and then drop again, and I want to smash some of these kinner up to see whether the snapper will come in on them. So yeah, I've just got this hammer. It was in my truck and I grabbed it in case I needed a bit more weight on my weight belt. So I was actually wearing it on my weight belt just to get me the right amount of weight. But yeah, it came in super handy for smashing up these kinner. So yeah, I'd smashed up plenty of kinner and then left it, headed off to do some more snooping around. I just carried on looking over the ledges. This is a pretty prime example of what the terrain's like here. Lots of really, really nice ledges, and it's not uncommon to find snapper parked up resting. Another nice ledge here, and I have a pretty good look around and don't see anything initially, but then this butterfish cruises through. I half think about shooting it, but it's not really what I'm after. But I do notice it's actually another good spot to set another burley, so back down there with the hammer again and smash up a few more kinner. I like to smash probably about 20 in each area. And in this case, I didn't leave it long. I only gave it probably 5 minutes at the most and decided I would just check it before I moved on. And so I approach the ledge and peer over. I'm not really expecting to see much, but sure enough, there is a nice snapper there. And I reach out and take a shot. So yeah, I was pretty surprised to find that snapper there after only waiting 5 minutes. I didn't get the greatest shot in it. It was probably a little bit high, but was pretty stoked to get the fish. And as a bonus, I'd taken the snapper within the first 5 minutes of the burley being set, which meant there was likely to be more snapper that would come along and discover the burley, so I could leave it a while and have a chance of getting another one later. Nice little snapper, good eating size, absolutely perfect. I'm going to take this back to the kayak, go and check my other burley, then come back to this. So I didn't want to lose that spot. It was quite murky and it was going to be a little bit hard to find where I'd set that burley again, so I just unclipped my gun rope and dropped it under the rock, and then came back to the kayak, posited my snapper, and decided that I would then check my first burley that was pretty close to the kayak. So I approach the ledge here, look over, and straight away start seeing fish. So just hold off a little bit, look over and see a nice fish just swimming directly for me. So line up on it and then off to the side see a better one. So reach out, take a shot, and you can see here I'm lined up on the first one, I move to the second one and I just rush it. The fish is turning, ready to go, and I just rush it and totally miss. Silly mistake. But anyway, I carry back out, go past the second burley and find another ledge that I smash a few kinner at again. Come up to check it once again, only a few minutes later, and I don't see anything initially here. But when a couple of kahawais swim by, a big snapper comes up out of the gutter and I get a shaft into it. And yeah, once again, I'm pretty stoked. It's a nice snapper. Makes up for missing the previous one. And I know I've got a pretty good shot in this one. So I come back to check the second burley, the one that I took the first snapper off here, and I just want one more snapper at this point. I would have been happy with two, but I wanted one for Marco, the guy that lent me his weight belt. And yeah, I see a few smaller snapper, and I'm thinking about shooting one when I look down and see a nice snapper. So I quickly line up on it, and before it bolts, get a shot away. And you can see it notices me, and it's about to get out of there. So I just got the shot off in time. And once again, this is a pretty decent shot. Right in the side, and the snapper can't really do much, so I could just pull it in and try and get it under control. It sort of gives me a little bit of a battle still on the surface because it's pretty green, but yeah, managed to get it and give it the icky with the spear tip.
Yes. Oh, wow. We have got a couple of beauty snapper here. Man. Very, very nice size snapper. The second one might have been a bit bigger than what I really wanted, but it's all good. I'm sure Marco will be super pleased to get it. Nice big feeder snapper. That's the larger one. I'm gonna say maybe 12-13 pounds or something. Pretty nice sized fish. And yeah, here's the other one. Just a nice eater, a real nice eater. And we've actually got this nice little eater as well. So that was a pretty good little session. Pretty damn good little session. Oh, yeah. Yes, nice. Going to cruise off now, see if I can find a crayfish or two. They'll just top the day off nicely. Right, well, no crayfish home, unfortunately. None at all. But that's all right. We've pretty much done it. The water just seemed to, I don't know, just get a whole lot murkier for whatever reason. And it might be the tide change. The water sort of comes through the bay and comes out this way, so yeah, it's is what it is, I guess. I decided I wouldn't carry on looking for any more. I just sort of looked in all the known spots for crayfish, didn't find any, and headed back. So I've only got maybe 10 minutes before I'm back. we're back at the beach and I've got the kayak loaded back on the trailer. And we've got Marco here, he come down to get his weight belt back.
Check you.
Massive thanks to him, because I was not looking forward to stuffing a rock up my wetsuit to get down. But anyway, we've got the catch laid out here. We've got these three beautiful snapper here. And I'm pretty happy with that. That's going to be a mean feed. We're going to give one to Marco. Bit of a thank you for the use of the weight belt. And we'll take the other couple. We're off to Kuhu tomorrow, so we'll take a whole lot of fish down to the family. I'll have some nice big heads and wings to smoke up. It's going to keep us in kai for the next week or so. All right, it is a Sunday afternoon. It is a windy, rainy, ugly Sunday afternoon, but I filleted those two snapper that I kept up, and we took the fillets to Kuhu for family dinner. Went down pretty well, but I've come back home now and I'm dealing with the heads and the wings. So I have cut them up, split them in half, and I've set up my smoker here. Got a bit of iron to kind of protect the wind and the rain from blowing in on it. We have just got them in the smoker, so we've split the heads in half. They're in the smoker. We have it set for 4 hours. And I've got it at about 71 degrees just to start with. It'll just sort of start to put some heat in them, get them all dried out. Later on I'll bump that temperature up a bit to get them fully cooked, but for now it's just a waiting game. We will see how we go. We're using these cherry biscuits, and we'll see what they taste like. First time I've tried them. I really want to make some tea tree ones, but haven't quite got around to it yet. Alright, we're about 3 hours in and they're looking alright. I have just bumped the temperature up on the controller. So we've gone up to 105 degrees centigrade. And it'll probably go like that for about an hour now. And they should be about done, I reckon. Oh yeah, she's looking good. Let's get this out, give it a taste. Oh my gosh, it's good. Well, that turned out absolutely delicious, and it's going to be our food for the next few days. So, pretty happy with that. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So I'll say thanks for watching. We'll see you in that next one. Cheers.